Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play AC Milan in Football Manager 2018. And as you can see, we are in mid-June and it's time to start preparing for the next seasons. The next season, our players are still on holiday and they will be away for quite some time. The season starts pretty late in Italy. But we already got some news here during the summer. Our youngster Sosa here come in third place for the Under-20 World Cup Golden Ball. Look at that average rating, 7.73, 4 assists. Definitely looks promising for the future here, young Sosa. And also, our young goalkeeper Diofir, he won the Under-20 World Cup Golden Glove. So yeah, we have some promising youngsters in our squad. But what better way to start the preseason and take a look at the finances? So we have got the transfer budget for next season, and compared to earlier seasons, I mean, it's okay. Like, it's nowhere near the big clubs in England and Spain that has like 100 million euros in transfer budget or something like that. But our finances is coming like in a pretty good situation here. Like last season, good result. This season, good result. Of course, this season's budget room has just started, I believe. But yeah, our finances is starting to look pretty nice. Our big problem here is, of course, that we only get to keep 35% of the transfer revenue. So I'm hoping that my board will increase it because we are doing so well financially. We got like, I think it was like 40 or 50 mil, or 50 mil or something like that for the TV rights from the Champions League. Like, that was a lot of money to reach our account, and hopefully that will make them increase it. And also I'm hoping that I will be able to ask them again to increase it, because I asked them before the January transfer window. So I can't ask them right now, but I'm hoping that it will be available again, because I really don't want to sell anybody if we just get 35%. Like, I really don't want to sell it. I would like to get at least 75%. Can we get there? I don't know. We still have a decent room here in the wage budget. We are nowhere near the cap here, so we definitely have room to bring some players in if we want to. I think it's time for us to move ahead into the future and see what have happened during the summer. Who's still with us? Who has left? And how does the team look? So let's move ahead and get to the first game of the season. And here we are at the end of the preseason. We actually reach match day. It's time for the first match of the season. So what have been going on through all the summer? Well, as you can see, we have a bunch of players that's joined us here, and of course Cassier, we can't count him. It was a done deal before the game even started. So you know, he's been loaned out to us for 2 seasons, and then he joins, and that's the way it is in real life, and that's the way it is in this game. We got McAllister here as a free transfer, and he looks pretty good. I'm not sure if we need him, but he was a free transfer. He's only 20 years old. He has some pretty decent stats here, but I'm loaning him out ASAP because we really don't have room for him in my current squad. But I think we got a lot of, like, you got him for free. It's already worth 11.75 million euros. Loaning out to Torino, and yeah, a good signing. And then from Roma, as you might remember from last episode, something happened to Roma financially, and basically their whole first team was transfer listed, and we signed one of their players, Pellegrini, for 10.75 mil, and they kind of didn't need him. It just felt like 10 mil for this is too good of an offer to not sign him. As you can see, his value is already doubled. And when I signed him, he actually had 1 black star, so I was hoping for him to have an even greater potential, but still 3 stars current ability and 4-star potential. Just a good offer that was too good to refuse. Rosotto, I only brought him to act as a tutor. You can see high determination, professional, and same with Medicino. 18 determination, professional. None of them are here to play. Yes, attacked as tutors. Then our last signing for Udinese. We paid quite a lot, but with big sign-on fees, that could happen. But he has great potential here, and he plays as a defensive midfielder. I feel like the defensive midfielders in this game is pretty rare, so I'm actually hoping that we can tutor him, develop him, and have him to break into my first team squad in like 3 seasons. So hopefully it will be worth it. And when it comes to players out, of course, we loaned out quite a few players here. Bunch of them. Most of them are youngsters that need more first team experience to develop. And we sold Antonelli, but of course he was loaned out last season, and they had a sign-on deal like with the loan deal, like if he plays X amounts of games, they get to sign in for 7.5 mil. And then we sold the Borini to Sassuolo, and it's probably going to reach 10 mil, and he's a decent player. We just didn't have room for him. And the last lad we sold was Mauri, was loaned out last season, and another player that we just didn't have room for in our squad. But considering that we, at the start of pre-season, we only get to keep 35% of our sell-on value, the main goal for this transfer window was basically not to lose any of our big guys, because it would have been a catastrophe having to sell one of our best players and only getting to keep 35%, because with that amount we wouldn't be able to replace them in a good way. So no big signings here. Just like trying to keep the guys that were all in the squad. Most of them are young and can keep on develop. And there's about a week left of the transfer window, so something might happen. And of course, if something happens, we'll see it for the next episode. But yeah, let's take a look at our current squad. Let's take a look at loan players. I have quite a few talented, like young goalkeepers. Loaned him out. Currently have this guy in the squad. I would like to loan him out, but I haven't managed yet. Of course, Donnarumma is going to be the number one here. For the defenders, I loaned out Abate, and I wanted to sell Abate. He's a good player. I like him. I just have too many players in his position. As he's 32 and his stats are starting to decline, I thought like the best option would be to sell him now and use my younger players. They keep on developing. But it was really hard, like nobody wanted to sign him, so actually in the end I ended up loaning him out just to save at least a bit of the wage room, and also of course if he's playing games his value will stay up for, I mean if he doesn't play for a season his value would be nothing, and maybe we can sell him on during the next summer. But other than that, nothing special has changed in my defense, but something might change, and some people will probably see this as a mistake, and that's Hernandez. I'm actually about to loan him out, and that might sound like a very weird decision, because he's really good and he has the potential to become fantastic. But I'm about to loan him out to Villarreal. They are going to use him, like basically play every single game. They have good, like really good, superb training facilities. And the reason for me loaning him out is Mr. Where are you hiding? I must be blind right now. Can't see him. Come on, mate. Where are you? I am officially blind here. Oh, there it is. Pellegrini. And the reason we're going to loan out Theo Hernandez is we are tutoring Pellegrini this season. And if I could loan him out and not tutor him, I would have stuck with Hernandez. But we're going to use Pellegrini as our second option. So we'll be playing quite a few games. He will get a tutor while Rodriguez is our main starter in that position. And then, probably after this season, I'm going to sell Rodriguez and have Hernandez as my main starter and Pellegrini as the guy that gets rotated with Hernandez when needed. And for the midfield, we have actually, let's hide the loaned out guys. We have quite a few talented loaned out players, but this episode will be very long if we go through all of them. But yeah, of course, this guy joined us from Roma, I told you earlier. And with him in, I kind of wanted to loan out Barrow. Because Barrow is, I have huge expectations for him for the future, but I'm just going to have so many players that can play in this position, so I felt like a good option would be to loan him out for a season when he plays first team football, and then he will be back for the next one. But I'm struggling loaning him out. It's like clubs want to buy him, but nobody wants to loan him, so he might stay. And Sosa is back, was loaned out last season. I feel like this season he needs to start playing for us. He has such a great potential. And I'm actually going to mix up my formation for this season just to give him some more room to play. But I think that's it about the midfield. And then up on top, nothing has changed. We have Cotrone loaned out, have huge expectation for him in the future. Just don't have room for him now. But maybe after this season, we might sell Kalnick. He is about to get old, and then maybe Cotrone going to be with us for next season. But yeah, since I want Sosa to play a bit more, I'm actually going to use 2 tactics for this season. This will be the tactic when I play against weaker opponents and play at home, because he can play in this position. While I'm playing as stronger opponents to play like tougher away games, I'm going to play my normal formation, because that means Biglia and Sosa can rotate with each other, but in different positions. Biglia will play here, and Sosa will play here, and I think that's a good option. But yeah, I've been talking a lot right now. Let's take a look at the schedule and what's up here. Because we are starting the season off against Spal. And Spal got demoted, I think they got demoted 2 seasons ago. Then last season it was in Serie B and managed to get promoted. So they have just been promoted, and it's definitely a team we should be beating. We are playing them at home, so we're going to use our new more attacking formation, and hopefully we can start it off with 3 points. As you can see, the pre-season has been all greens. And I mean, there were some bigger teams here with both Dortmund and Juve. The Juve game, though, should be taken with a grain of salt, because actually they probably dominated the whole game. They had, I think, like twice the amount of highlights that we had, but we ended up winning. And of course, we're going to take a look at Juve and some of the other teams, like what transfers they have done. But I think we're going to save it until the transfer window have actually closed. So we'll have to wait a little bit longer with that. And yeah, I have a lot of talented youngsters in my squad that's currently loaned out. Maybe we should go through them in some other episode, but I think it would be just like too much if we did it. So yeah, game on. First game of the season. And of course, when they're talking about goals for this season, the goal have to be to win the league. We were so close last season. We were so close we could almost smell it. And it was very heartbreaking. Conceding those goals at the end of last episode. I was heartbroken. And it's going to be a penalty. We are getting a very early penalty here. We haven't even played for 3 minutes. And yeah, Silva steps up to take the penalty. And talking about Silva, him and a few other of my youngsters, there's been a lot of offers for them during the preseason. A lot of clubs have been wanting it. And I think it's been a bit weird because Silva is valued like 32 million euros or something like that. But I got like a gazillion offers for like 19 mil. And maybe it's like some add-ons that could potentially happen. I felt like it was weird because he's on a long contract, he's a regular starter, and he's worth 30 mil. Like, why would I ever considering selling him for 19? Like, if they would offer me like 60, maybe I should start thinking about it. But yeah, really weird. I really felt like those offers was a bit strange here. And let's see where this highlight is heading. Here's Sosa for Calabria. Into the box. Here's Bonaventura. Bonaventura actually been pretty good during the preseason. I think like last game he scored twice. And quite a few of their players are looking nervous and disenchanted and so on. So I feel like we are on track here. And we are getting highlight after highlight. And that's going to be another penalty. So Silva will get another chance here from the 9-yard line. But yeah, focus, as I said, on the preseason has been to keep my players. As I've been getting such a shitty offers for players like Silva, of course nobody has left. I didn't want to leave. And that's another goal from Andre Silva, both from penalties. And I mean, it's to be expected. We are playing a team that just got promoted from the league below us, and we are playing them at home. This is definitely a game we should be dominating. It's a game we should be winning to get off to as good of a start as we want to. Well, it's been a bit annoying that that I started the transfer window only getting to keep 35% of transfer revenue. I actually managed to negotiate it up to 50%, but it wasn't tough negotiations. And first to say no to me, I almost like had to threaten them to get it up to the 50%. And still, I feel like 50% is still too low. And but hopefully this will be the season that changes, because I mean, first season we had that huge loan, and look at that, Afonso Sosa, his first game as a starter after being loaned out the whole of last season. And yeah, beautiful start there by Sosa. Shows that our new formation and giving him a chance is the right decision. We actually scored 3 goals, so we haven't even played 20 minutes. We're up to a fantastic start right now of the season. Really good one. And Sosa just outside. But yeah, this is highlight after highlight after highlight. This is crazy. Spal is under tremendous pressure here. But maybe they can turn it around and actually create a chance for themselves. It looks like it. But no, it's intercepted. And what will happen here? Soso. And here's Kessier. Here's Kessier. Oh, I thought it was in goal for a second. But yeah, there's so much going on in this game. Like I'm just staring at the screen here because normally the halves go so much quicker than this. But I think it's a perfect timing because we have a lot of things to talk about with the preseason and transfer window. And we're still waiting for the draw for the Champions League groups, because very soon we will be playing Champions League football again. Probably next episode might be a Champions League game, but we still don't know what teams we will have in our group. So that's going to be interesting. And of course, at least we need to go through the group stage and go to the knockout rounds. Everything about that would be disappointing. But you never know, like it depends on what group you get. Oh, decent try there by Sosa. It's very confusing when you have both Sosa and Sosa on the pitch, like mixing them up all the time. I like need to stop and think for a second before I say any of the names. But yeah, I think we have a good chance to winning the league this season. I mean, I didn't expect us to be as close as we was last season. And knowing that, and knowing that we have so many young players that keeps on improving every season, our team just gets stronger. Oh, it's off the top bar there by Bonaventura. But yeah, our team gets stronger and stronger, and I really feel like we have a good chance of winning the league. And that would be fantastic, because that's, of course, the first of the 2 major goals to set out for this save when it comes to bringing AC Milan back to past glory. There's going to be a yellow card, I'm guessing. Yep. Oh, he's off. Is a red? Or oh, he got a second yellow one. So he already had one. And of course, that's not going to make things easier for Spal here, being 3 goals down away, and now only 10 players on the pitch. I almost feel a little bit sorry about them, but only a little bit. I don't mind if we score 3 more goals here. But yeah, this first half has been like longer than most matches because there's been so many highlights, so much going on. And that's the 4th goal, and this time it is so. And yeah, I feel almost bad for Spal, just getting just been promoted, and then we completely and utterly destroys them here at San Siro. Very good finish there. I think it was a volley by Soso. Beautiful. But now we should finally reach the half-time mark. And very long first half here, 38 minutes. Look at the domination here, 19-2 in shots, 7-1 on target. Completely destroying them. And yeah, sensational. But I mean, beautiful to be off to a good start. Let's see if there are any other teams playing here right now. Latest scores. So Any of the big teams? No Juve, no Inter. Oh, Inter is losing away versus Udinese here. I think that's good news for us, probably. And there is Bonaventura. So basically all our attacking players are scored now. Our right inside forward, our left inside forward, our striker, and our attacking central midfielder. So like basically everybody up on top has gotten a great start of the season here. Going to be beautiful for their self-esteem and morale and goal-scoring ability in the future. Look at those ratings. Oh my god, beautiful. The only trouble I'm going to have this season, this is a luxury trouble, is that I can't... Oh my god, it's a second one for Bonaventura, and I think, as I said earlier, I believe he scored twice during the last preseason game also, so he's really on fire right now. But yeah, I kind of have a luxury problem right now, because since I haven't managed to loan out some of the players that I wanted to, I kind of have like too many players, because there's going to be quite a few of them that will play a lot less than I would like to, and I'm not sure about that. Like, I mean, it's a luxury. Oh, there's Kessier. I mean, look at that, 7-0. This is crazy. This is crazy. Soon every player in my team will have scored a goal if this keeps up, because there's still quite some time left here of the game. Yeah, definitely a luxury problem, and I'm not sure about Barrow. I would really like to loan him out. I think that would be best for his development, because I'm going to have a hard time playing him. And then we have like Fellaini. I probably only going to use him when we are playing like away against very strong teams, maybe in the Champions League and so on. But for that to happen, like yeah, will be very few games he can play if I don't manage to loan out Barrow. If I manage to loan out Barrow, he will play a few more games. But, I mean, this is luxury problems, like really luxury problems. It's almost like I have no right at all to complain about them, isn't it? Since we are winning this big, I think we're going to go for subs a little bit earlier, just to rotate players and, I mean, basically treat it as another preseason friendly, working on match fitness and so on. And here is what's going to happen here. Can we get into the box? Yes, we can. And here is... Oh! That was a very close to second one for Sosa. Can this highlight be over so I can make my subs? But yeah, this start of the season is just crazy. I mean, we are playing a new formation, and we are playing a weaker team, and it just shows that maybe we should have used this formation a bit even last season. So let's see now. Oh my god, such a beautiful ratings here. Who do we want to bring in? We want to focus on youngsters here, because youngsters are the ones developing. And kind of means we want to bring in Barrow for now, and he will replace Kessier, and then we can bring in Pellegrini, replace Locatelli. And let's just wait with the last one a little bit longer in case we get an injury. Yeah, I feel like our team is starting to feel pretty strong, but I mean, you can get a little bit fooled right now because we are up against a team that are much weaker and we are playing them at home. We just feel like we've had so many young players through both of the previous seasons, like so many players that have been regular starters, and all of them is getting like a little bit stronger each season, and that makes the whole team stronger each season. So like, I mean, we have Donnarumma in the goal. What was it, like 18 or 19 to the first season? 18, I believe. Silva, he's like 23 now. He was 20. Oh my god, that was very close for a goal for Spal. But yeah, and he's like 23 now. Barr, of course, was like 17, 18 when he started to get rotated. Sosa is really young. I mean, we have so many young players. Romagnoli is suspended right now, but of course, very young defender. Calabria is young. Hernandez is young. I mean, Sosa was young the first season. He was like 23 or something the first season. So, yeah, we've really been using them youngsters. So, who do you want to bring in now? I actually think I'm going to do a weird thing. I'm going to shut up my goalie because I have some really good expectations for this goalkeeper. He's definitely nowhere near good enough right now. He's kind of like at Series C level, but still a Series C level, but still hoping that he can develop and become much stronger. And for that to happen, of course, he needs to play. I want to loan him out, but yeah, I think that's a good decision, just to give him some first team experience. But it feels really weird to sub your goalkeeper when you're winning, and then nothing is like no problem at all with your goalkeeper. But I'm gonna go for it. I have so many talented youngsters. It's such a luxury problem. But oh my god, this has been a sensational game. What a sensational start to the season. I'm very happy. And this was exactly what I needed, because I was devastated after last episode, the end of last season. And then being able to start the second season like this, it just brings a big smile on my lips. If you can see me right now, like I'm really, really smiling, really, really enjoying this. Damn, I really love Football Manager 2018, but I guess you do too if you're watching this one. But it's been a pretty long episode, so we're actually gonna end this ASAP. But yes, season 3 has started. Next episode will probably be a Champions League game. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next episode.